Hey, how are you? It's Sunday. It's fall. It's Topeka, Kansas. It's beautiful out. It is beautiful. I had it. I kind of was lazy today. I didn't do my walk. Shame on Henry. Uh, got up, had breakfast, called back into bed, got onto the internet on my phone, was looking at Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, talked to some friends on the phone, set up lunch with Bianca over at the College Hill apartment project, which I was one of the original developers of. Bianca's a leasing agent over there. And I just love being in that clubhouse. In fact, I love being on that project because that project is definitely something that changed my life and will be a positive impact on Topeka, Kansas. It's a $36 million investment right in the middle of Topeka, right next to Washburn. There isn't anything more important than Washburn College in Topeka, Kansas. There isn't a better industry in America than educating our youth. And we got to get the mindset for everybody that, college is just the minimum. Yes, I understand that vocational skills are important, and Washburn has taken over the vocational college here, and that's all well and good, but ramping up everybody's mindset to getting a college education and moving on, and creating some affordable system that and that doesn't bankrupt kids by putting them in debt. But anyway, let's just talk about Topeka, Kansas for a second. Hey, you live here. Don't run it down. Make the best of it. If you're not happy with it, if you're going to walk around and call it a shithole, well, get off your ass and do something nice. Do something productive. Make it better. If you don't do it, it won't get done. It's not my responsibility to do it all for you. There's so many things that you can do to get involved. It doesn't take a lot to volunteer. But this is our community. It's like one of these things, love it or leave it. So Charlie Wilson's here. Here, get over here. See him? Charlie loves it. He likes bark. Okay, schnauf. Charlie likes, and hell, thank you, Hills, for Bark. What a great place. Charlie gets to go network with other dogs. I get to meet some new people. Met some nice people over at Bark Park. Man, I met the granddaughter of a guy I used to sweep his floors in college. Harley Emerson's granddaughter. I'll never forget. Maurice Martin got me the job. Maurice knew Harley Emerson because Harley was one of the investors in Lake Sherwood. Maurice Martin was like the manager of Lake Sherwood. This is back, I knew Maurice from when I used to mow the fields around Lake Sherwood in the common area and the lots for sale. I will never forget getting that job. $5 an hour. I thought I had landed in heaven. Driving a big old Ford tractor, getting some sun. My Weimaraner then was Max. Had to train him not to follow right behind the mower because that mower could kick up some big stuff. But Max liked to hang right behind the mower because it would kick up animals and he could go chase them. Go rabbits and stuff. But Topeka, Kansas, it ain't all bad. Let's make the best of it. It's the capital. It's the capital city. We've got to get government out of owning buildings. The state shouldn't own buildings. Private enterprise should own those buildings and lease them back. We got to get So that's one of the changes that would make a positive impact, where and will help our tax base. And there's no reason that the residents of Shawnee County and the city of Topeka, which we need to consolidate that government. We need less government. We need smaller government. I used to have a relationship with a gal who thought she was very politically active. I said, you don't understand. Being in the real estate business, you got to be in the middle. You got to be able to work with both sides of the aisle. You've got to, you got to bring people together to get projects approved that have political approval. And College Hill, for example, was one that needed a lot of approval. It needed to have the city, the county, and the school district approve that, because the way TIF financing works is we guarantee the real estate taxes and the income based on the project as is where is. Then we're able to use the increment and the increase of taxes from the private investment to use that to pay down bonds to help make the area better. Now, the bonds, you got to understand, they can only go into infrastructure. So it's none of the above ground investment. TIF financing is a great way to make Topeka a better place. Star bonds. Actually, what we really need to do is use star bonds to do really big projects. And we've got to start in the center of Topeka. We got to go from the College Hill project and work east. We got to take that Central Park location. We got to, where it's only got 19% home ownership. And we've got to make a deal with all the investors to pool their real estate together and make some sort of deal to move the rental people out of there and come back in and make an investment in new housing, new retail. And I'm telling you, that would be a perfect place for a ball diamond. So we need to start looking at Central Park like New York. We need to have that be the address. We got to fill in the donut hole and make it work. We got to figure out how to move people into affordable housing in different sections. We want to spread it out. We don't want to go create one area where everybody that was in Central Park lives. We spread that out throughout the whole area. Hey, the homeowners that want to stay there, let's do our best to try to work around them. Let's take, blocks at a time where we can go back and build new housing stock. That Central Park region has some of the oldest housing stock in Topeka, Kansas. And the buildings have been bastardized into duplex, threeplex, fourplex, duplex, triplex, fourplex. So, Topeka, Kansas, while you're here, love it. It's our town. We live here. Topeka, Kansas. While you're here, come up with some ideas to make it better. Topeka, Kansas. Volunteer. Get involved. Engage yourself. Help Topeka, Kansas grow by being a positive influence. That's what it's going to take. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to rant. Well, actually, you didn't give me the opportunity to rant. But if you stayed through the whole thing, I appreciate it. It's all about making this community better. Topeka, Kansas. Love it. You live here.